Hi, everybody. Welcome Freedom Field, a Friday night. It is homecoming for Bayside Academy and hoping to cap off homecoming with a big win over Cottage Hill, not only because it's homecoming, but because Cottage Hill gets you a step closer to postseason and specifically hosting a postseason game. It is dropped back into the end zone by Ethan Womble, and the official will call it dead. It'll be brought out to the 20, and that's where you'll get your football game underway. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. Amy Zanity is running camera tonight. And good to have you on the other end of the broadcast. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, Mark Lassiter is our guest, assistant football coach, golf coach as well. Coin toss won by Bayside Academy. They have opted to defer and will be the first to have the football in the second half. Cottage Hill first to have it in half number one. Shadarius Tootle in the backfield. That is Travis Smith. Around the end, pitch goes to Smith, and Smith will get across the 20 to near the 25-yard line. Pick up 5 on a first down carry. I've already had a lot of sports this weekend. Volleyball on, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, today. Football tonight, baseball tomorrow and Sunday. Volleyball tomorrow too. All right here on JockJive. 4-yard gain by Smith. And it'll bring up a second down and 6. Give goes up the middle. It is bounced to the outside. He was snuffed out at the line of scrimmage, but able to make his way forward for the first down is Tootle. So Tootle on the carry for the first across the 34, nose of the football now just shy of the 35. And it'll be a first down and 10 for the Warriors from Cottage Hill, who have got one win this year. That to Choctaw County. As the give goes to Caleb Metzner. And Metzner will pick up a yard or 2 across the 35, near the 37, bringing up a second down and long. And in the region, they are 0-3. Bayside Academy still right in the thick of things. As a matter of fact, if you knock off Cottage Hill and then you beat Excel next week, you won T.R. Miller, definitely, but you still don't have to beat T.R. Miller to host a playoff game. Tootle up the middle. So you've got Shamar Tootle at quarterback, Shadarius Tootle at fullback.
Tootle on the carry for the Warriors. Gains 1, stop.
So a couple of Tootles in the backfield. Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Out to the 39-yard line. And the Warriors trying to do as they did on their prior 3rd down. Convert, keep the drive alive. Bayside, an impressive win last week over Hillcrest Evergreen. Never behind in the game. Scored on their opening possession. Tootle rushed out of the pocket, and he'll have to throw early. Compliments of that rush.
Tootle's pass is incomplete.
And the incompletion compliments of Jack Wilkinson. 5'9", 185-pound junior applying the pressure. And it'll be punt time for the Warriors, with Noah Kane drifting back to his 30 to accept the kick. So not a 3 and out, but about a 6 and out. As it is high but short, Kane will field to the 39. Across midfield, inside Cottage Hill territory to the 41. And Noah Kane has got Bayside Academy set up an excellent field position for drive number 1. So it is first down and 10, the opening drive starting inside Cottage Hill territory at the 41-yard line. Bo Miller in quarterback, got Cade Lyons in the backfield, trying to work Brendan Yamani back into playing shape. He is available tonight, and we're expecting him to get some reps on the keeper Miller. And Miller breaking tackles, able to get inside the 40 to the 38.
Bo Miller keeps it for the Admirals.
Not a big game, but it looked like it was going to be a loss.
Being brought down by Cedric Craig.
So picks up a couple, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 7 for the Admirals.
Football at the 39-ish. And Miller working from the gun with 4 receivers to one side, 1 to the other, and then getting into the backfield is Lyons, and he'll get his first carry of the night. Down to about the 36, gain of 2, maybe 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd down situation for Bayside. Well, typically there's college football on Saturday here on JockJive, but this week Georgia Military's got the week off. Allen University's on the road. So neither of the two. This is your lone gridiron show tonight. Handoff given, no fake to Park, up the middle is Miller, and he will bang his way down to the 21. Big Bo Miller keeper. And it'll be a 1st down for Bayside Academy. Just outside of the red zone in the 21. Hurry up offense, Miller. Snap of the football, pitch goes over to Lyons. And Lyons breaking tackles down to the 19.
Kate Lyons on the carry over the right side, picks up about 1.
Couple of yards on the carry by Lyons, bringing up a 2nd down and long.
For the Warriors.
Quick expiring quarter. And that is because at the moment we haven't seen the football upstairs yet. Every play thus far, Warriors and Admirals on the ground. 2nd down and 8. Handoff given to Lyons, and Lyons picking his way down to the 15. And another 3rd down and 5 for Bayside Academy. Winners of 5 in a row after that season-opening loss to St. Michael's, 31-10. And a win tonight is a guarantee of a winning season for Bayside Academy. They've already guaranteed a non-losing year. A couple of teams that started the exact same year, 2001. Here's that first pass of the night. Miller looking. He'll fire towards the end zone. Uter cannot make the catch. Incomplete. It brings up a 4th down and 5. And let's see if the Admirals opt to put 3 on the board or work for a 1st. At the moment, looks like it is the 3 they will shoot for. Onto the field is Nathan Ivan, 5'9" junior kicker. T placed down at the 23, makes it a 33-yard effort. Out of the hold of Noah Kane. Bayside trying to get points out of the opening drive. It is good, but barely. But none of the barely matters. Over the crossbar through the uprights, Bayside takes a 3-zip lead after the opening drive of the football game.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Ivan tees it up at the 40 after a 33-yard field goal. That puts Bayside on top, 3-zip. 6:19 to go in the opening quarter, nearly half of it gone. Then we'll go into the end zone. Womble, that's it. And it'll be brought out to the 20, and that's where Cottage Hill will start another drive. Second drive to begin at the 20. Prior one had 6 plays, right at 20 yards. But resulted in the kick. Noah Kane able to bring it inside Cottage Hill territory to the 45. And it was an excellent place to start. And it finishes with a 33-yarder from Ivan. And Bayside with a 3-zip lead early in this one. Tootle to pass. Looks, fires, and is off his target right into the hands of Palmer Angermeyer. Well, Tootle aired it out, and Angermeyer became the receiver. Picks it off. And a one-play drive ends on an INT, and Bayside's got it back. And maybe not inside Cottage Hill territory, but excellent field position at the 42. So first down and 10, Bayside. In football minutes, or literally seconds, 7 seconds after getting 3 points from Ivan, they've got the football back. Lions behind quarterback Bo Miller on a 1st and 10. Miller to pass. It is dropped, hit the fingers of John Ben Wilkinson. And he'll drop it at the 49. Second down and 10. Well, I mentioned Brendan Yamani dressed out tonight. I see him on the sidelines, hopping up and down, getting in shape. I think he's probably in the ear of the coach going, I'm ready. I'm ready to get in. Second down and 10. Give goes to Lions. He'll be dropped 5 yards back, maybe even closer to 7. On the stop by Derek Craig.
Nathan Sims for the Warriors, loss of 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
It might be LeCedric. Brings up a 3rd down and 17, football back to the 35. Bayside's got to get inside Cottage Hill territory at the 48-yard line to pick up the first. And Bo Miller will stop the play, compliments of a whistle. I don't see flags yet, but they must be on the far sidelines, and it must be a false start. It is. Charge to the Admirals, and a 3rd and 17 becomes a 3rd and 22.
Still 3rd down, 3rd and 22.
So it is back to the 30. And Bayside, who was trying to make something positive out of a pick, got to pick up 22 and a 3rd to keep the drive alive following the turnover. Up the middle goes Miller, and Miller is stopped at the 33, gains 3. And it'll bring up a 4th down and long in a punting situation.
Stop made by Ethan Womble for the Warriors.
So where the Warriors are concerned, no damage done by the pick. Thomas going back to receive the kick of Nathan Ivan. Ivan moving back to his 20. Meanwhile, Thomas will continue to backtrack to the 32. 4:35 to go, opening quarter. And Ivan, a not particularly long kick. It was a high kick, does take a Bayside roll down to the 36-yard line. Well, that one went almost as far up as it did downfield. And the Warriors will take over, 1st down and 10 at the 36. Still a 3-zip game. Still the difference in the contest, the 33-yard Nathan Ivan field goal. And it came at the 6:19 mark. Well, I mentioned volleyball, baseball the rest of the weekend. We will be baseball-wise at Wicksburg High Saturday and Sunday. And at Southeastern Louisiana Saturday and Sunday. Low snap. Tootle picks it up. Keeps it. Gets out to the 37. gains a yard or two. And it is 2nd and long. Couple of yards on the carry, 2nd and 8. And then volleyball tomorrow at Coastal South, taking on Northeast Mississippi. 2nd and 8, Tootle from the gun. Shoots it over to Metzner. And Metzner will stumble forward to the 39. Needed 8, got 2. And it'll be a 3rd down and 6. Inside 3.5 to play, quarter number 1, quickly expiring stanza. And that's due in large part to the limited passes, 2, I think. 1 each. 1 for the Warriors, 1 for the Admirals, nothing complete. Tootle rolls out, incomplete. Intended for Caleb Metzner. And the incomplete pass will bring up a 4th down and another punting situation. Well, Kane went back to receive the prior kick. Let's see who is back this time. It looks like it is Sam Cunningham. Awaiting the kick of Mason Burgoon, 5'9" senior. I mentioned the programs started at the exact same time, as that is down to the 37. It becomes the worst field position of the game for Bayside. That tells you how good it has been here in the opening quarter. But programs that have gone different directions. Cottage Hill, 38% winning percentage. Bayside Academy, 57. 8 winning years for Cottage Hill, and there have been 16 winning seasons for Bayside Academy. 1st and 10, Lions on the carry. Across the 40, hit from behind and falls forward to the 42. Gain of close to 5 brings up a 2nd down. We'll call it 5.
On the run, gains 5 before being brought down by Shadarius Tootle for the Warriors.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 42. And yeah, in the 3rd, we'll do what we typically do, take shout-outs. So we'll get ready to shout. Put those creative thinking caps on. Think about what you want to say and who you want to say it to. Lions around the left side. Got the first. Inside Warrior territory. Inside the 40 down to the 36. Goes Kane Lyons. Kane Lyons, the sophomore running back, has been the offensive juggernaut for this Bayside Academy team. Big gain there to the 30, make that the 40 apparently, where he stepped out of bounds. So it is 1st down and 10 from the 40. Most points scored in this series, 52 by Bayside. Miller looking, got plenty of time. Flushed out of the pocket, got a receiver wide open and a little too tall with a toss to Miles Uter. And there is a flag on the play. It is charged to Bayside, so it wouldn't have mattered if he had found and hit Uter. Got the holding infraction, the mark off of 10. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yep, we're not happy. Not quite 5,200. Need more. And yeah, if we got 52, we'd want 62. Got 62 and want 62,000. But if you'll subscribe, you'll get access to games, conversations, shows like the JUCO Rush and more. Mark off of 10 back to midfield, where it is 1st down and 20 with 1:37 to play in the quarter. Handoff given to Lions, and Lions met at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard.
Lions takes the handoff. Gains 1 before being stopped.
Yeah, if you're into JUCO football, you're going to want to check out JUCO Rush. And there's going to be some changes, by the way, in the top 10 in junior college. Mississippi Gulf Coast on Thursday losing to East Central. So the number 3 team and one of only 3 unbeatens in the NJCAA loses. Handoff given to Parton. Parton trying to get around the end, midfield. Warriors stretch it out, and then might have been a late Tootle toss. And Parton is going to be hit out of bounds by Tootle, and there'll be additional yardage tacked on to the Parton run. So a big mark off from the 47.
Personal foul on the Warriors.
And this is one of those 15-yarders.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Down to the 32-yard line. Well, the chain gang was already convinced it was time to move down the field, but they've had to be brought back. And now the gentleman holding the down marker moving downfield and turning it into a third and very manageable. Now the down marker says 1. I think it is actually, well, I thought it was third. He's got second, so we'll go with 2nd down and 2. Lions in motion, fake to Lions. Yamani getting his first carry since coming back inside the 30 down to the 29.
Brennan Yamani on the carry for the Admirals. Picks up
And you
3.
hear a round of applause for Yamani. Seeing his first playing time in 6 games. Got injured the week of the season opener.
Admirals, first down.
But back in the backfield now on a 1st down and 10. Probably the last play of the quarter. Hand off to Yamani. And he will power his way down to the 24. Gain of 6 brings up a 2nd down and 4.
Down by a host of Warriors.
And I think that will do it for quarter number 1. Clock winds down. Quarter comes to an end. And after 1, the difference, a Nathan Ivan 33-yard field goal. Bayside by 3.
Lincoln Aviator, parked at Mayday Park. License plate number SA0308. Please go and move your vehicle.
12 minutes of football as we head into quarter number 2, and Nathan Ivan
Thank you.
responsible for the lone first quarter points, a 33-yard field goal with 6:19 to play in the opening stanza, and Bayside with a 3-zip lead. And with a football as we reverse sides of the field. XL next week, TR Miller the following week. Tuscaloosa Academy will wrap up the year. Can you believe it? Didn't we just kick this season off? But it's not far from wrapping up. And the TR Miller game, the lone remaining home game, unless Bayside Academy gets a home game in postseason, which is a real possibility. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking if they knock off Cottage Hill and XL, they do get a home game, no matter what happens against TR Miller.
The Admirals will begin the second quarter.
2nd down, we'll call it a long 4, football at the 24. As we get second quarter action underway. Mark Lassiter coming up at halftime. Miller Handoff given to Yamani, and Yamani finds a little seam, pops through it down to the 15, but there is a penalty flag. And often that is in an area where somebody is held. And I'm talking somebody wearing a blue jersey holding somebody wearing a white one, and there you've got the infraction. Holding charge to the Admirals. Nullifies the Yamani run. And marked off from the point of infraction, which was near the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a second down and 15.
For the Admirals.
Lions back in the backfield. On a second down and 15. As we have gotten quarter number 2 underway. Miller, strong rush. Got the screen pass off to Lyons. Lyons puts on the brakes, puts the hand down to brace the fall, and goes to the 15.
Miller's pass is complete to Kate Lyons. Takes it down to the 15-yard line for another brace.
So it is a first and 10 for Bayside inside the red zone at the 15. Yamani back into the game. Lions coming to the sidelines. Boy, almost looked like Miller was going to be stopped, and then Miller able to get rid of it. Then it looked like Lyons was going to be stopped, and Lyons able to shift gears without going to the clutch. Down to the 15. Hand off to Yamani. No, fake to Yamani. Toss. We'll go to Bo Anderson, and Anderson picking up the first and darn near a TD.
Bo Anderson.
So the chain's laid down. And Anderson will step out of bounds at the 2. Where it is first down and goal, Bayside. First and goal, snap back to Neal. Neal into the end zone, touchdown from 2 yards out. And Bayside will extend the lead to 9-zip. As Billy Neal punches it in from a couple of yards out. And Ivan trying to tack on the extra point and extend the lead to 10. It is interesting in the 12 meetings between these two, there has never been a shutout. And the closest to a shutout was actually a loss by Bayside when Cottage Hill won it 35-3. Extra point kick good. Bayside by 10. Is the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double, the single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. Nathan Ivan, a 33-yard field goal. Billy Neal, a 2-yard touchdown run. And Bayside with a 10-zip lead in quarter number 2, 10 minutes before halftime. That is just short of the end zone. Womble taking it out to the 18, and that's where the Warriors will take over. First down and 10.
Ethan Womble on the return for the Warriors brings it out to the
Bayside has 19 defensive shutouts in the school history. 2 of them have come this year.
For the Warriors.
And the 2 came back-to-back. And have a shutout intact at the moment, with still 10 minutes to play in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 19. Tootle low snap. Tootle to Tootle. Tootle breaking tackles, and Tootle out across the 20 to the 21, gain of 2. So you got Shadarius Tootle and Shamar Tootle. One a senior. I checked that. One a freshman and one a junior. Gain of 2 by Tootle. It is 2nd down and 8. Ball on the turf again. And apparently Tootle went to a knee to retrieve that low snap and was down there, so that's where the play stopped.
And a downed possession at the 16-yard line.
Timeout on the field. The ball placed at the 16. It'll be 3rd and 14 when we return to Freedom Field. Bayside with a 10-zip lead, 9:11 to play in the opening half. Mark Lassiter coming up at halftime. Shout-outs in the 3rd, and then we'll head into the finale of this one in the 4th. Bayside hoping to go to 6-1 on the year, win another conference game. Tootle flushed out of the pocket, down to the 5, looking for running room. Penalty flags flying. Tootle breaking tackles, but dropped at the 18. And another flag comes in, too.
Shamar Tootle on the carry, brought down by Jack.
So it'll either be a 4th and 4 with a penalty declined, or it will be a repeat of 3rd with penalty yardage marked off. And you're only talking half the distance to the goal, so about an 8-yard penalty if you take the infraction. And they are going to decline the penalty. Take the play, it'll be a 4th down in a punting situation. Most points scored by Cottage Hill in this 12-game series, 35. The least they have mustered up was 6. Fourth down and 11. And a whistle and a flag and apparently some movement. And that movement will be charged to Cottage Hill Christian. And here's the irony to declining the prior penalty, really almost get all of what you would have gotten on that penalty on the false start. So Bayside declines the penalty, accepts the down, gets that, and then the penalty almost gives them the penalty yardage equivalent to the hold. That is a high snap into the end zone to Burgoon, and somehow able to get the kick off. It will hit at the 33 and roll out at the 42. If you're the Warriors, all in all, you've got to be fairly pleased with the kick, the effort. So another good starting point for the Admirals. The inside Cottage Hill territory at the 42-yard line, where it is 1st down and 10 in a 10-zip game. T.R. Miller playing tonight. I think their open week is next week. So no matter what happens tonight, unless, of course, T.R. Miller lost, that's not anticipated, Bayside will stay a game back if they win and lead it by 10. Fake to Lyons pass. Wow, talk about threading a needle. Right into the gut of Parton. That was just an exceptional Bo Miller pass. It wasn't that Monroe Parton wasn't well covered. He was. But Miller just threaded the needle. And it is 1st and 10 at the 23. On the road to XL next week. We hope there is internet. Last 2 times we've been there wasn't. But we're looking at different solutions. Miller airing it out, firing towards the end zone, incomplete. The intended target was John Ben Wilkinson. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Inside 8 to play here at half number 1. But yeah, we've worked on some new products that we hope gives us internet, and then 2, there's always the possibility Verizon or AT&T has improved things there in XL. Fake to Lyons, toss in traffic to Bo Anderson, and he's dropped immediately, a loss of 4. Brings up a 3rd down and 14, back to the 27. Zip Bayside lead. Are you in 4-down territory here? Miller got a target open downfield. There is contact and a flag.
Miller's pass intended for Bo Anderson is incomplete.
Bo Anderson was open. The pass was a little underthrown. But the contact will result in a 1st down. Or at least we think it will result in a 1st down after the penalty yardage is marked off for pass interference.
Pass interference on the Warriors.
And here comes the mark off.
15-yard penalty.
And it is 15, and that will be enough for the 1st.
An automatic
inside the 14.
For another Grace Construction Admirals 1st down.
Yamani back into the game. Lions coming to the sidelines on a 1st down and 10. Football spotted inside the 14. $7:09 to play, opening half. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Yamani in the backfield. Miller at quarterback. And Miller on the keeper, inside the 10. Breaks it to the outside 5. Has a nose for the end zone touchdown, but hang on. There was a flag tossed into the fray. However, the official who threw the flag indicated a touchdown. So let's see if that's a good indication that the penalty will go against the Warriors. And nope, it is against the Admirals. Well, I thought when the same official who threw the flag indicated a touchdown, maybe we had some good news. But instead, it is a hold charged to the Admirals. And the penalty yardage back to the 24, where it is 1st down and 20. And nullifies the Bo Miller touchdown run. First and 20, Yamani on the carry. He'll be met at the line of scrimmage and picks up maybe 1 or 2. 2nd down and long. I had an opportunity to meet the family of Bo Hammock just prior to the ball game. Bo Hammock, the right-hander who injured the right hand and then began snapping the football with a left. And now that the right hand is healed, still snapping the football with the left. It's certainly good to meet Bo's family, some great folks, and we appreciate Then when not here watching, it is caught. Yes. Caught by Burke Brown. He was bobbling on the way to the ground, but did make the catch at the 19.
Pick up a 2 on the play.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. Now you are within field goal range of Nathan Ivan if you don't pick up the first. Has already hit from 33 yards out. You'd be looking at about a 35-yarder if no yardage is gained on the 3rd and 14. Uter goes in motion. Miller drops back to pass. Steps up, fires. It is caught by Burke Brown for the touchdown. Miller just reared back and shot a rocket. And hits his target, Brown. And Bayside Academy will tack 6 more on. And Ivan trying to make it 7 more. Extra point kick. Snap, hold, and boot, all good. Bayside by 17. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. .521 to play in the half. Bayside enjoying a 17-zip lead. A couple of touchdowns, Neal and Brown, and a field goal from Ivan. As that will drop at the 6 and then hop into the hands of Womble, who takes off and is dropped at the 18.
Ethan Womble on the
And that is where the Warriors will take over first down and 10.
Brought down by Billy Neal for the Admirals. The Warriors will take over at the 19-yard line, first and 10.
Homecoming 24 from Bayside, trying to finish it off with a win over the Warriors. And in this 12-game series, Bayside has won 10 times, lost just twice. Lost in 2018 and 2009. Tootle over to Thomas. Thomas down the sidelines. Safety valve coming over Cunningham. He'll drop him at the 40. But a big pass play. Tootle to Thomas. And Cottage Hill inside Bayside territory for the first time tonight. At the 40-yard line, where it is first down and 10. Snap goes to Tootle. And again finds Thomas. This time for 6. And it'll be a second down and 4.
Thomas again on the left side, gains 5. Homer Engermeyer on the tackle.
Second down, we'll call it 5. Football at the 35. Cottage Hill trying to get on the scoreboard before heading into the locker room at halftime. Looking at a 2nd and 5 after a couple of pass plays between Tootle and Thomas. very close to a first down. Tootle. It'll be a third down and a couple as Tootle backs his way to the 32-yard line. Third down and 2, and we were talking earlier when Bayside had the football that is it a 4-down territory? I would say yes for Cottage Hill. Handoff given to Metzner, and we're about to find out. I don't think he got the first. And it'll be a fourth down.
Brought down by Monroe Parton for the Admirals.
And it looks like Metzner may be injured. He has stayed down on his back at the 33. Admirals will come to one sideline, Warriors to the other. And we'll take a break while they tend to Metzner. Well, there is good news in that Metzner was not the injured player. The bad news is the player was injured. He comes off the field, and, well, for Bayside Academy, a little more bad news. Tootle on the carry, and he'll pick up the first on a fourth down. And the Warrior drive stays alive. Down to the 30, make that the 25-yard line, where it is first down and 10. We do not have a 57 on our Cottage Hill roster, so I cannot tell you the injured player. But he is up to the sidelines, and we're hoping okay. Tootle with a pass to Thomas. Thomas dropped immediately at the 28-yard line. Noah Kane not letting go. And Neal joins in on the stop for a loss of 6. And it'll bring up a second down and long. Football back to the 32. Bayside with a lone score in the first, 2 in the second. Leading it by 17. Tootle drops back, strong rush, flushed out of the pocket. Looks downfield, and he'll be stopped at the 30. Gains about 3. It'll be a third down and 15.
Third down and 15 for the Warriors.
Last night, NFL football, 49ers beat the Seahawks, in case you didn't watch the game or know. As Tootle drops back, flushed out of the pocket on the Ladd Powers rush, and then finally dragged out of bounds by Angermeyer. He will get back to the original line of scrimmage prior to the pass to Thomas. And it is fourth down. Fourth and 11, football at the 26. And Cottage Hill will go for it. With 2 receivers to both sides, 2 Toodles in the backfield. Pass caught by Metzner, and Metzner will make his way to the 20, but needed to make his way to the 15 to pick up the first.
Toodle's pass complete to Metzner. Picks up 5, but not enough for a first down.
So it is first down and 10, Bayside with a minute 47.
line.
left in the half.
First
Let's see
and
what
10.
the Admirals opt to do. With plenty of time to get down the field. 80 yards away from Pater. Bo Miller with Wilkinson to this side, Anderson to the other. In the backfield is Lions. On a 1st and 10 at the 20 with less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Give goes to Lions. Lions got running room. To the right side, 40, 50, inside Warrior territory down to the 35-yard line.
Cade Lyons on the carry, all the way
Cade
down.
Lyons motors his way to the right side.
Over the right side. Finally brought
And
down
who
by
needs to go
Nathan
upstairs
Sims
when
for
you
the
got Cade
Warriors,
Lyons
but not before a big game.
running down to the 36 where it is 1st down and 10?
Admirals, first down.
First and 10 at the 36. Yamani in the backfield. Handoff given to Yamani. He will run up the middle inside the 35 down to the 34 for a gain of a couple.
34. Gain of 2 on the play.
And Bayside calling for time with 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the half. Line of scrimmage, the 34, 2nd down and 8 for the Admirals with 63 seconds left to play in the half. Anderson, the guy in motion, fake to Anderson. Miller drops back to pass, looks, and it is in and out of the hands of Cade Lyons. Lyons may have been distracted by the DB who looked like he had an opportunity for the pick. That was Nathan Sims.
3rd down for the
And when it
Admirals.
didn't touch Sims, you had Lyons kind of thinking it would be deflected. It just simply dropped into his hands. And the incompletion brings up a 3rd down and 8. Football at the 34. Bayside's got to get inside the 26. Pass is caught
Billy's
by
pass
Bo
completes to
Anderson, and that's enough for the first.
down to the 24-yard line. Enough for Grace Construction. Admirals.
Slant over the
First down.
middle, Anderson. Taking the pass from Miller. And it is 1st down. Handoff given to Lyons. Lyons sidestepped one would-be tackler, met and dropped by the other.
Quickly by Shadarius Tootle.
That is Tootle that will drop him, and
Timeout.
got another timeout asked for by Bayside. 36 seconds left in the half in a 17-zip game. .36 seconds remaining in the half. 2nd down and 11. Miller to pass. Looks downfield. Got a receiver open in the end zone, but a tip away at the last moment by Sims. But there is a flag on the field. Congratulations to the volleyball program here in Bayside. A 30-win season after knocking off Hoover last night on campus. So it is off to familiar territory for Bayside into the postseason.
Correction, pass intended for Bo Anderson.
Penalty yardage marked off against Bayside.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Admirals.
So an ineligible receiver downfield.
Backs things up to the 34-yard line.
Puts the ball at the 29, where it is second down and 16. Yamani in the backfield. Less than a half minute to play in the half. Miller to pass. Steps up. Looks. He has got Uter. Makes the catch at the 10, and he'll be dragged down at the 8. First down and first and goal for Bayside. Clocks will stop long enough for the chains to move. And Admirals will take the opportunity to get to the line of scrimmage. Yamani shoved out of bounds after a yard gain.
Carry over the left side, gets out of bounds after a pickup of 1.
Admirals have a single timeout left.
For the Admirals.
Cottage Hill with 2. Admirals trying to get points before heading into the locker room at halftime. And that half is 11 seconds away. Lions in the backfield. Wilkinson, Anderson, Uter, and Parton, all receivers. That will go to Uter. Dives towards the end zone. He's in, but there is a penalty flag. So let's see if the touchdown of 8 yards stands or if it's going to be brought back. If it's brought back, that'll be the second touchdown nullified by an infraction. And based on the body language of the Admirals, looks like this one's coming back. Officials discussing. And Admirals disgusted. And it looks like the penalty yardage is going to be marked off from somewhere around the 3.
Personal foul against the Admirals.
And it's a personal foul charged to the Admirals. And the mark-off will shove Bayside out of the 22.
Backs things up to the 22.
And now it's decision time for the Admirals. Do you think about the possibility of 3? That would be about a 40-yard effort. Or do you try to punch it in the end zone with 1.1 remaining in the half? Well, the Admirals say, let's talk about it. They will, and will come right back.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Personnel, coaches, and players.
Well, you see the decision that's been made.
During the halftime festivities or postgame, should any
Coach Barron Trotter liking the odds of picking up points from about 40 yards out versus trying to pick up 6 from 22 yards away. Noah Kane will hold. Nathan Ivan trying a 40-yard field goal, and he's hit one from 33. This one's got the leg. Has it got the accuracy? It does. 40-yard field goal. And the end of the half sees Bayside grow the lead to 20. Well, that one would have been good from 45 or 50. Nathan Ivan with a 40-yard field goal in his halftime. And Bayside leads it by 20. Let's come back in 60 seconds, get you updated on how the first half happened. And also part of our halftime, a conversation with Mark Lassiter. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Turning into a chilly night here in Daphne, Alabama, but Bayside has heated things up. A 20-zip lead at the half in the first stands on the lone score. A Nathan Ivan 33-yard field goal. After one, it was Admirals 3, Warriors nothing. But the Admirals tack on 17 points in the second stanza. 10:08 to play in the quarter. Billy Neal with a 2-yard touchdown run. 5:21 to play in the quarter. Miller finds Burke Brown on a 24-yard touchdown pass. Ivan good on both extra point kicks. And as time expires to end the first half, Ivan on a 40-yard field goal, Bayside by 20 at halftime. Well, they're introducing the homecoming court here. We're about to get to a conversation with Mark Lassiter, assistant football coach and golf coach at Bayside Academy. That is coming up in 60 seconds.
You made it. You went further than even you believed. You took your friends, your teammates, teachers, and coaches. You needed Dad, but Mom was there through it all. See, you didn't do it alone. It took a united effort. It also took you. United Baseball is a full-time organization focused on development and advancement of athletes. If you're a high school-age baseball player with a desire to play at the next level, you could be next. Log on to unitedbaseball.org to learn more.
Great to have with us as our halftime guest, Mark Lassiter, assistant football coach, head golf coach. You got a lot of tasks that you take on, Coach, and it's a delight to have you as our guest.
Well, it's great to be here. We really appreciate you, Robert, and JockJive for what y'all do for our athletes here at Bayside Academy. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to get to go back and watch those, after. Usually I don't get to see the games till later on, but it's really nice. And watching our kids play on TV is really special.
Man, we appreciate that. And you and I meet every Friday, it seems, in the press box. I got to ask you before we go further, the first conversation I have on air, I always like to kind of get a little background, go back and take a look at that bio or that resume for Mark Lassiter. Bring us back in time and what got you to Bayside.
This will be my 12th year here at Bayside, and this is my 42nd year coaching. I've been doing it for a long time, and I still love it as much as I did first time. But I had retired from public education in 2009, and went to work after that at UMS Wright and worked there for 2 years, and then went to into the business world, and I wasn't very good at it. And I decided, that I need to get back where I'm comfortable, and I missed coaching. So I ran into Phil Lazenby, our former head coach and dear friend of mine. I ran into Coach Phil at the Super 7 championships, and he said, I sat down beside him. He says, "You about ready to start coaching again?" I said, "Man, yes. You got anything?" He said, "Yeah, we do. How about come and talk to me when we get back home?" And so that was in the fall, I think, of 2000 or winter of 2011. And so, or 12, I can't remember. Anyway, that next spring I was out with Bayside and then started full time then after that. And that got me here, and I've stayed ever since. And it's been a wonderful experience for me.
Well, I'm from the South, and you know what we Southerners do. Where are you from? Now, are you originally a Southern boy?
I am. I was born in Gadsden, Alabama, in 1959 to a Southern Baptist preacher, and we moved around a little bit. Dad was still in college. Mom was in college. We moved to Birmingham, to Coleman. Eventually, we moved all the way to Fort Worth, Texas, then to St. Louis, Missouri, and then back to Alabama my senior year at Huntsville. And I graduated from S.R. Butler High School in Huntsville in '77, and then enrolled at the University of Alabama and went to school there. I was fortunate enough to get a position in the athletic building as a mail courier, where I delivered intercampus mail. And so every day of my college career, I got to stop by Bear Bryant's office and pick up his mail. And every now and then I got to chat with him, which was kind of special.
We may have a common acquaintance in Colin Big C. McGuire. I don't know if he was there at the time you were. He was a manager for Bear Bryant, and there may be different eras that you and he were there. I want to talk football before we talk golf, and specifically this past weekend. That was an impressive win over Hillcrest Evergreen. Was it purely coincidental that the open week was prior, or did that play a role in the win?
It was coincidental. I mean, it's just the way the schedule fell, but it did help us. You kind of start in June, and we're running it through, all the way through the summer into the fall practice and fall camp. And Coach Trotter does a great job of finding a way to give our kids a little bit of time to catch your breath. But this week was a great week for us to kind of say, okay, no pressure on this Friday night. Let's kind of get healed up. Let's take care of some things we need to get shored up. Let's work some of our younger guys at some places. We can get a look at them. And at the same time, start putting the game plan together for Hillcrest. And it worked out really good for us. And our kids were really excited about playing. And man, I'll tell you, that was the hardest I've seen us play this year. Our kids have always been known as some of the hardest working kids on Friday night that anybody ever plays. And that we hold that to a big standard here, is playing hard every snap. And our kids did that, and can see it in the film how well they did. And Coach Trotter had a great plan offensively. Coach Pratt had a great defensive plan. And, man, they just put it all together, and it worked.
Do you get a little concerned? I'm assuming that coaches always find something to worry about. That was a big win from the standpoint of potentially hosting a playoff game. Now, obviously, there's still Cottage Hill, there's still XL before the big meeting with T.R. Miller. Are you worried about overlooking a Cottage Hill or XL and looking ahead to a T.R. Miller?
You always worry about it, but I think one thing that unfortunately happened was Alabama got beat by Vanderbilt, and that weekend, that was the next day, which should not happen. Everybody knows it shouldn't happen, but it did. And so we tell our guys, hey, you don't want to be Alabama this week. because I think our team's a little better than Cottage Hill, but they've got some really good players. They got a linebacker who's committed to Auburn, really good football player, got a nice little quarterback, got some good receivers. They have some people, and they have played with people, into the third quarter. They just kind of run out a little bit of steam a couple of times, but this is a team that we cannot overlook, and I think Coach Trotter addressed that right off the bat on Monday.
Last football question. This obviously recorded in advance, but played at halftime. At halftime, what are you doing at this moment?
At halftime, I'll have my iPad, which is new for this old dinosaur. I have an iPad and take it down, and we go back and we'll look at Coach Pratt and Coach Landon Lassiter, my son. We'll look at things that we saw in the first half. I'll already have some notes written down from the press box that I wrote down as the half went on that we need to shore up to stop our opponent, which would be Cottage Hill tonight. We'll be talking about that at halftime, and then we'll take it to the players, say this is our adjustments, and then go out in the second half and see if it works.
All right, you brought up a question, and that is the fact that it is a high-technology Bayside Academy football-wise, and I'm from the era you are. Is that a difficult adjustment in adjusting your mindset, the activities, what you write in, that it's technology versus a notebook?
It was early on. When I first started doing it, everything was written. I wrote everything down on a piece of paper, and that was fun. But then when I started really learning how to take what I was seeing, and then I've learned now how we get a break in the action, I can go back 4 plays and said, this is how they blocked that play, coach. And it really makes a huge difference. And it was just getting used to it, getting used to having an iPad with me was a little different, but man, now I don't know if I could go without it.
All right, let's talk golf. How long have you been the golf coach there?
12 years. When I first started, Coach Doug Lefford, who does our fields, and if y'all look at the field tonight, you'll see what a magnificent field we have. Doug Lefford takes care of all of our athletic facilities, but he was the athletic director at that time, and he asked me to take the golf team in 2013, and I said, yeah, I'd be glad to do that. I'd love to do it. I'd never done it before, and so we just kind of organized it. I had a great bunch of kids, and that first year we won a state championship in 3A, had some really good players. We won it again in 14. In 15, we were runner-up. Since then, we've won a total of 3 state championships and 3 state runner-ups. We've had 4 kids go play collegiate golf. William Bull played at Arkansas. John Solberg and Will Middleton played at Birmingham Southern. And Cole Kimyati is playing at University of Missouri Science and Technology. Those guys have all gone on and played at the next level, and it's just been a wonderful experience. Our team has now moved up to 5A. We won the 4A state championship or state runner-up 2 years ago, and so competitive balance has moved us up into 5A. So we'll be in 5A this coming spring.
What does a good 5A golfer shoot in an 18-hole round?
Well, you're hoping in high school, great rounds are under par. Those are great rounds. You don't get those a whole lot, but every now and then we do. But if the kids can shoot under 80 for our team, like at state last year, every player we had shot and won the first round shot 79 or less. We had all 5 of them in the 70s, which was a tremendous round. We shot a cumulative round of 305, which had us in 3rd place after the first round last year. And then the next day we had taken over 2nd place until the thunderstorms hit, and we were unable to finish. And unfortunately, they go back to the day before the last 9 holes played, and that's where they got the team scores from. So we ended up 3rd overall.
If you had to name the best golfer who has been at Bayside since you've been the coach, who would that be?
2 guys jump off the page at me. William Bull was probably the most gifted golfer we've had. He graduated, I think it was in 16, and tremendous two-time state champion. And then Cole Kimyati would probably be right there with him. He's another state champion golfer. And just both of those guys and they brought different elements to the game for us. Both of them were just tremendous players. Cole was a more quiet leader, but really one the kids really flocked after. William, everybody just admired. They just wanted to play like him, And now we've got Luke Ferguson, who is our number one this year. And Luke has been shooting 2-3 over par all his last 3 years, basically on average. And he has finished in the top 3 of state each year for the last 3 years, and looking forward to his senior year to see what he does this year.
Is typically a very good golfer a multi-sport star or athlete, or does a golfer typically tend to only focus on golf?
Most of the guys, some of them only play golf. There's 2 or 3 that play more. When William Bull was here, he played baseball, basketball, football, and golf. We had Cole Kimyati played basketball and golf, and then he gave basketball up. He wanted just to work on his golf game. Luke Ferguson right now, and last year Jack Hicks, both of those are in our top 5 golfers, played soccer. And what was really kind of amazing for those guys, there was a couple of years where they won soccer state championship on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, and then Monday and Tuesday, and next week they won another state championship in golf. So we've got guys who play multiple sports. I encourage them, I want them to play multiple sports. Our middle school team right now, we'll have this year overall, we have 37 kids signed up to play golf at Bayside. 17 of those are middle school, 7th and 8th grade. And there's about 8 of them that are playing on our middle school football team right now, which I really like. I love that. And so we're real fortunate. We've got a lot of kids interested in golf and playing golf, and they're going to continue to make this program really good.
Do you find that an athlete from a particular sport turns into a better golfer? I mean, for instance, is a basketball player a better golfer than maybe a football player or a baseball player?
Not really. I think it all just depends on how much time they spend playing golf. You can't play golf unless you work at it. And no matter what sport it is, I would say that kids who play football have a tendency to get a little bit bulkier and bigger, and that takes a little bit. If they have to do a good job stretching to keep flexibility in their swing, because that's one of the big components of a swing, is being able to contort your body a little bit and get full throttle on the club. So I would say that football has a tendency to make them a little stronger, unless they do a really good job with stretching and rehab after they work out.
Mark Lassiter, golf coach, assistant football coach, thanks so much for being our guest. I'm sure we will talk tonight at Davenport Field.
Absolutely will, man. Thank you so much, Robert, for all you guys do.
Thank you, Coach.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6 5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
It is halftime, and there you see the homecoming court here. The homecoming queen, Kathleen Woodson Collins. Congratulations to Kathleen. She's right in the middle of that group of young ladies. And that is your entire freshman to senior homecoming court here at Bayside Academy. Halftime and 20-0 advantage, Bayside Academy. A quick reminder of the stuff still coming up this weekend here on JockJive. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Northwest Mississippi and the Coyotes of Coastal Alabama South. Got plenty of baseball this weekend, ABC Fall League tomorrow and Sunday in Wicksburg. And here's where I'm headed tomorrow. Showcase Series Fall Ball Saturday and Sunday in Hammond, Louisiana at Southeastern Louisiana. First of next week, 15th, it'll be the Coyotes of Coastal South taking on Enterprise State. Big conference matchup, and then, of course, 1 week from today, off to Excel and Bayside Academy. Trying to put one more in the win column to guarantee a home spot in postseason, and then get ready for T.R. Miller, which will be the last home regular season game of the year for the Admirals. Halftime, and at the half, 20-zip. It is Bayside Academy. Homecoming, trying to sweeten it up a little bit with a victory over Cottage Hill and lead it by 20 at the half.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby, you got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before, you know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back. Second half action about to get underway. Nathan Ivan, a couple of field goals, one of 33 yards, one of 40 in the first half. Billy Neal on a 2-yard touchdown run, and Bo Miller to Burt Brown on a 24-yard touchdown toss. And Bayside with a 20-zip lead. As we get half number 2 underway, fair catch called for and made by Anderson at the 26.
25-yard line via fair catch by Bo Anderson. The Admirals will take over first and 10.
And that is where things will start at the 26-yard line. Hey, thanks for the shout-out, by the way. I almost forgot. That is what we do in stanza number 3. So let's get a number on our scoreboard so you'll know where to shout if you don't already have it in your phone. 334-488-1385 is your number. And there we go. We do it all third quarter long. And for those of you that are newcomers to the shout-outs as Lions, we'll get dropped behind the line of scrimmage, lost a yard. It'll bring up a second down and 11. We consume the third quarter with your shout-outs. And what we're looking for in a shout-out is who's it to, who is it from, what's the message, and we'd kind of like some additional info stuck on there, like where you're watching the game from. All to 334-488-1385. Now, typically we have a call. As Lions will dive forward to the 33. And it'll bring up a third down and right at 4. But I can't take calls, but I can take texts. 334-488-1385. Shout out to Will Pettis from Grandpa in Joplin, Missouri. Thank you very much, Joplin, for checking in. Shout out to my great nephew, number 66, Will Allen from Aunt Debbie in Opelika, Alabama. Keep up the great play, Admirals, Opelika. Good to hear from you. Yamani got the first and more. Out to the 49-yard line goes Yamani. And it'll be first down and 10, Bayside Academy. Yamani sitting out 6 games with the ankle injury and trying to condition his way back. Makes his way to the 49, where it is first down and 10. Opening drive of the second half. Bayside winning the coin toss, opted to defer. And off given to Yamani. This time Yamani trying the left side. And he will pick up 5, close to 6. It'll bring up a second down. We'll call it 4. Bayside would like nothing more than a time-consuming, touchdown-scoring drive to begin the second half. Bayside has not lost to this Cottage Hill team since 2018. And the only other loss was 9 years earlier in 09. Fake to Anderson. Miller on the keeper, breaking tackles, but still stopped before getting to that first down marker. He will grab 2, maybe 3. And it'll bring up a third down and short.
Third down and 2 for the Admirals.
Bayside 2-1 here at Freedom Field this year. Their road record is unbeaten. 3-0 on the road. That's different for Cottage Hill. Cottage Hill, their lone win came on the road. They have lost everything at home. Third down and a couple. And it's going to be fourth down and right about the same. After Billy Neal gets to the line of scrimmage and squeaks out a yard or so.
for the Admirals.
So 4th and short for Bayside. And it looks like they're leaving that Big Bubba package in with Billy Neal in the backfield. Needing a yard and a half to pick up the first and keep the opening drive of the second half alive. From the Wildcat, Neal trying the left side. He's got the first. Dives forward inside the 40 to the 39.
Down to the 38-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
And that's got your typical offensive players back onto the field. Bo Miller, Kay Lyons, Bo Anderson. On a 1st down and 10, football at the 39. Well, it's homecoming. So I'm thinking a lot of the folks that are typically elsewhere are here tonight. Run a little low on shout-outs. Fake to Lyons, Miller to pass. Looks, fires long, it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Wilkinson. Stride for stride is Sims.
Miller's pass
And a shout out to Amos McDaniel from Brother Trad and the family in West Point, New York.
10 for the Admirals.
Good to hear from West Point, New York. I did a game there one year. I'm trying to remember who. It was Georgia Military and was it Army Prep maybe? Gorgeous campus though. Beautiful part of the state. Second and 10, football at the 39. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 7:45 to go in the quarter. Miller's airing it out again, this time to Bo Anderson, and that'll be incomplete too.
Bo Miller's pass intended for Bo
And
Anderson.
bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Admirals.
Well, it is the coolest night of the season, and I mean that from a weather perspective. Cool night. It is, well, according to the iPhone weather app, 71. I'm not believing that. It feels cooler than 71. Timeout on the field, Bayside, 7:37 left in the 3rd. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Coming out of the timeout, it is a 3rd down and 10. 7:37 to play in the 3rd. Miller, 3rd consecutive pass play, but instead tucks it in, takes off. He will get inside the 35, down to near the 34, where it will bring up a 3rd down and 5. Well, Ivans hit a field goal from 33 and 40. If you try to put something up from here, you'd be looking at about 50. And Bayside will go for it on a 4th down and 5. Lions in the backfield. Handoff given to Lions. He's got the first inside the 30, down to the 27. And the opening drive of half number 2 continues. Shout out says, great interception. Palm Tree, number 6, Palmer Engermeyer from Grammy, Grandpa, Mom, and Dad. Thank you very much. Family, we're cheering you on. Bayside Admirals, go Miles Uter, number 13, and Wonder Boy, our champ, Matt Uter. Mama, Lisa, and Pawpaw Wally in Mandeville, Louisiana. So proud of you. Thank you very much, Mandeville. Miller over the middle, right into the gun of Wilkinson, inside the 10, down to the 8.
Bo Miller's pass complete to John
Back-to-back
Wilkinson.
first downs, but hang on a minute. There is a flag on the far side of the field. And let's see if this completion's coming back. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Against the Admirals.
So one of those offensive linemen went downfield on the pass to Wilkinson. Well, Mandeville, I think I'm headed through your area tonight. Staying in Slidell on the way to Hammond for baseball tomorrow and Saturday at Southeastern Louisiana. Shout out to the sophomore sensation, Kane Lyons, from your kinfolk in Blackshear, Alabama. Kane, another great night tonight. Has made some big plays running and catching the football. And he will catch the football here at the 37. Inside the 30 to the 28. Back to near the line of scrimmage prior to the ineligible receiver infraction.
For the Warriors. Second and 11.
And it'll bring up a second down and 11. Inside 6 minutes to play, so half of the quarter consumed, and the Warriors haven't touched the football in the third. Second down and 11. Miller looking, firing. It is caught and then dropped by Parton. Had it. Looked like he was headed for 6 and dropped it. Schamberger on the coverage, but it wasn't the coverage. It was a drop after hitting the hands of Parton. And it'll bring up a third down and 11. Lions in the backfield, a drive that started at their 26. Now at the 28 of the Warriors, where it is third down. Miller flushed out of the pocket, spinning everywhere, trying to get rid of Warriors, and finally steps up and fires incomplete to Monroe Parton.
Bo Miller's pass, again intended for Monroe Parton.
So it brings up a fourth down. And it looks like Bayside calling time to talk. Not really in a position on the field where you want to punt it. And if you're looking at field goals, now you're starting to stretch it out to about a 45, 46-yarder, though Ivan has already hit from 40 yards out. Well, it looks like they trust the toe of Ivan. Saying, I think he's got the range. Let's see. Placed down at the 37 makes it a 47-yard effort. Well, the 40-yard Ivan field goal had the distance. He could have hit it from 47 yards out. Let's see if he puts that kind of leg into this 47-yard effort. Nathan Ivan, the junior kicker, out of the hold of Noah Kane. Snap, hold, kick. It is going to come up just a little bit short.
Nathan Ivan's 46-yard field goal.
So the opening drive of the football game that began in the 26 and started with about 12 minutes to go in the third consumes nearly 7 minutes of the quarter, but dies inside the 35 of the Warriors. And it'll be brought out to the 20 after the kick goes into the end zone, where it is first down and 10 for the Warriors.
Correction, at the 20-yard line.
Go Billy Neal, Big Bubba package, love from Susu and Papa in Birmingham. Thank you very much, Birmingham, Alabama, for watching. There's either an offsides or a false start. And it's offsides. It'll be charged to Bayside.
5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 25.
So a 5-yard mark off.
First and 5.
And instead of a 1st and 10, it is a 1st down and 5. Football out to the 25-yard line. Well, I mentioned there has never been a shutout in this 12, now 13-game series between these two. The closest Bayside has come to shutting out the Warriors was 6. Pass caught on the flats. And that'll be a little bit shy of a first. Bringing up a 2nd down and 2.
To number 12.
And the closest the Warriors have come to shutting out Bayside was a 35-3 win.
2nd down and 3 for the Warriors.
2nd down and a couple. Football on the 28-yard line. Tootle. Fake to Tootle. Tootle keeps it. And Tootle is wrapped up like a noodle. Loses the football near the 29-yard line. But apparently able to get it back, and it will bring up a 3rd down and short. Clock continuing to roll as we get inside 4 minutes to play in the 3rd stanza. Hey, reminder, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And if you want to watch the game later, subscribe to our premium channel. Tootle on the carry to the right side, and boy, he may not have made that line to make for the first. The official says, yeah, his forward progress got it for him in his 1st down and 10 just across the 30. Shout out says, let's go Nathan from Marius and family. Thanks to Marius and family. 1st down and 10, football at the 30. Handoff given up the middle. Penalty flags fly. That is Tootle on the carry. Shamar handing to Shadarius. And there is a flag, and we'll see if there is a hold. That's what we often see in this vicinity. And it does appear as though the Warriors are moving backwards. It is a false start and not a hold. So a 5-yarder versus a 10-yarder.
Illegal procedure.
And it'll turn things into a 1st down and 15.
Takes it to the 25-yard line for 1st and 15.
First down, 15, Tootle. Handoff given to Tootle. And he'll take it up to the 30 across the 31. Getting the penalty yardage back, and will bring up a 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
XL next week, T.R. Miller in 2 weeks. Tuscaloosa Academy in 3, and in 4 weeks, 1st round of the playoffs. So a month away from postseason. And Bayside, as the ball is on the turf with a pitch to Metzner, but Metzner able to fall on it at the 25 but loses yardage. After a win tonight, they might be into the postseason.
Metzner,
no matter what happens the rest of the way.
Fumble on the play, Jack Wilkinson brings down
I'd have to
Metzner.
look and see what's happening with everybody else.
It's now 3rd and 15.
But you did have coming into tonight a Flomaton that was winless in the region of Cottage Hill and in Monroe County, all winless. Tootle dropping back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls to the right side. It is incomplete. And it'll bring up a 4th down and long in a punting situation.
Shamar Tootle's pass is no good, deflected by Sam Cunningham.
And you got a 7-team region, so 3 of the 7 don't make it, 4 do. And if you're Bayside and you win tonight, the worst you could do is lose 2 in the region. So I'm thinking a win tonight guarantees them a spot. Booted away by Burgoon, and Kane lets it roll.
Comes to rest at the 47-yard line.
It'll stop at 47, and that's where the Admirals will get their second drive of the second half. So each team has had a drive, and it has consumed better than 10 minutes of the quarter. And for Bayside, a first down and 10. Football at the 47. And again, we hope we've got internet next week. If we don't, the game will be recorded and uploaded later. First and 10, low snap, given to Yamani. And Yamani will churn out a yard.
Brennan Yamani on the carry.
I don't think
for
we've
Notre
seen
Dame.
Yamani on defense, which we
Second and
did
10 for the Admirals.
a couple of years ago when Yamani was here. Of course, last year he was at IMG. Back this year. But I'm sure it's part of the conditioning process. Don't overdo it the first game back. Second down and 9. And Miller will make his way across midfield.
Miles Uter keeps it up the middle.
And that's
Picks up
Uter
4.
in the backfield. So
Shadarius
Miller
Sewell on the stop
on the sidelines at the
for
moment,
the
and Uter
Warriors. Third down and 6. Admirals.
running kind of a wildcat formation. Apparently, there's more time on the play clock than there is the game clock, so we have wrapped up quarter number 3 and are headed to the 4th. Bayside scoreless in the third, but put 20 on the board in the first half and go into the 4th, leading 20-0. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. We head into quarter number 4, a third down and 6 for Bayside. Football at the 48 of the Warriors. And Miles Uter staying in at quarterback. Incomplete pass intended for Wilkinson.
Uter's pass intended for John Ben Wilkinson is incomplete.
Will Hughes sending out a shout to Billy as we get our final shout outs in here on JockJive. Thanks so much for watching wherever you're watching the game from. Bayside with a 20-zip lead heading into the final 12 minutes of this one. Low snap. Ivan scoops it up, boots it away. And you might have Ivan putting his knee to turf to field the low snap. And I think that's exactly what happened.
Ivan is called down at the 38-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage, the 38. Big break for Cottage Hill trying to get the goose egg off the board.
Warriors will take possession first and 10.
So the best field position of the night for the Warriors is the 38-yard line, where it is first down and 10. Toodle, pass complete, penalty flags fly in.
Toodle's pass to Thomas for a gain of 3. There's a flag on the play.
So let's see if the complete pass stands or if the penalty yardage will nullify it. At the moment, looks like it's going to be marked off, and it is against Cottage Hill.
Illegal block in the back on the
So an illegal
Warriors.
block. Football out to the
That
49.
seems like 10 yards to the 49-yard line, where it will be first down and 20.
First down right at 20. Warriors back to the 49-yard line. Toodle, empty backfield. Sending Toodle in motion. Pass caught over the middle to Thomas, and Thomas dropped
Toodle's
at the
pass
43.
to Thomas.
So about 2/3 of the penalty yardage back. It'll bring up a second down and 15.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Things can turn around quickly. You can ask T.R. Miller that in the Hillcrest Evergreen game, in which T.R. Miller, in the span of about 7 seconds, saw Hillcrest Evergreen score twice. Toodle sidestepping would-be tacklers. Penalty flags fly in, and eventually Toodle dropped, caught from behind by Parton. There's flags, and there may be a hold.
There is a flag on the play.
And the Warriors may be going back a little bit more.
Holding called against the Warriors.
And it is a 10-yard mark off from the point of infraction. So the Warriors, who started the drive at the 38, continue to go the other way. Compliments of penalty yardage. And this one will put them back inside their own territory.
Holding penalty backs things up.
And
the
is back to the
46-yard
46.
line for the Warriors.
And to pick up the first, you've got to get to the
Second and long.
29. I'm not real good with the math, but I think that is second and 25. Craig in motion, Toodle to pass. Strong rush, gets rid of it because of Burke Brown.
Toodle's pass intended for Trevor Thomas.
Brown was in hot pursuit of Toodle, and Toodle is wobbly. Shoulder pad out of the jersey, and he's wobbling to the sidelines.
Timeout
And you
called
got a
by
timeout on the
Cottage
field
Hill.
asked for by Cottage Hill.
Right Transportation Inc. HF Home. Jeremiah's Ice of Fairhope.
On Toodle, an opportunity to go to the sidelines and regroup back onto the field, looking at a third down and 25. Football to the 46-yard line. Toodle to pass, looks, lobs over the middle. It is caught. Needed 25 and picked up a big bite of that
Toodle's pass
to the
complete.
33, where it will be a third down and very manageable.
Gains 21 on the play. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Warriors.
I check that. It's a fourth down, but again, more manageable. Certainly far more manageable than you would have thought after a 3rd and 25. It is 4th and 5 after the 20-yard pickup. Toodle to pass. Got a receiver wide open. Was given such a cushion. Craig was there. But Toodle just a little wide with the toss. The incompletion, and Bayside
Turnover on down.
will They'll take over at the 9:44 mark.
On the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, tomorrow's baseball in Hammond, Louisiana. I'll be there. The volleyball in Bay Minette. You got Jarrett Bates on the coverage. Baseball at Wicksburg. Charlie Scruggs covering. And it's all right here on JockJive. First down and 10. And Miles Uter staying in at quarterback in a 20-zip game. Handoff given to, I believe that's Ivan around the end, and Ivan ran out of bounds near the 40. He'll pick up 6. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Bo Miller and company. Just giving them the rest of the night off with a big ball game against Excel a week from tonight. And that really turns into a huge game in that you win it as Will Smith carries for the first time tonight. Across the 40 to the 43, bringing up a 3rd and short.
Takes it to the 42-yard line.
Then you guaranteed yourself a home playoff spot
On the stop for the Warriors.
the opening week of postseason.
2 for the Admirals.
Which means I think you're playing, unless, of course, things have changed and things can. But if you're a home playoff team, 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. So if you were Bayside, Billy Neal diving forward has the first. And was 1 tackle away from a lot of yardage and a single score.
That's enough for a
But does his job for the first.
First down.
First down and 10, football on the 48-yard line. Miles Uter at quarterback. Smith now in the backfield. Handoff given to Smith. Smith up the middle, gained a yard, maybe 2, gets to midfield.
To the 50-yard line, gains 2.
And it'll be 2nd down and long. Will Smith, freshman, 155-pounder.
2nd and 8 for the Admirals.
And the quarterback, Miles Uter, 6'5", 215. Second down and 8. Football spotted at midfield. And off to Smith, spins away from one would-be tackler, gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
Smith on the carry for no gain.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
Cooper on the stop for
2 or 3 weeks ago when Bayside played Monroe County, there was an NFL player, an offensive lineman for the Houston Texans, who was quarterback at Monroe County. So it's just the fact that you got a 6'5", a 215 Miles Uter in the backfield made me think of that transition. How often do you see a high school quarterback become an NFL offensive lineman? Uter fires a rocket over the middle. It is caught by Bo Anderson, and Anderson still on his feet. Inside the 10, down to the 5, dives to the end zone. Looking for an official to say, wait a minute. Hey, he tried that hard. You're not going to give him the extra yard for the 6. Looks like he's a yard shy. Never saw the official indicate 6. So it is 1st and goal. And a pretty nice way to get your first pass completion for Miles Uter.
Bo Anderson called down to the 4-yard line.
Football down to the 2 where it is first and goal.
First and goal from the 4 for the Admirals.
Boy, Miles Uter looked like a quarterback. Just stepped into the pass, fired over the middle. On the numbers to Bo Anderson. And it is first down and goal from the 2, Bayside, asking for time.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
First down and goal, football at the 2. Willie Neal, who has already scored once from 2 yards out in the backfield. As Bayside is trying to punch in some second half points. And they'll get it. Neal spins, twists, turns into the end zone from 2 yards out. And Bayside Academy stretching that lead out to 26.
4 yards out for the Admiral touchdown.
Ivan on to try to tack on the extra point. Well, the game already out of reach for the Warriors, but now really out of reach. Turns it into a 26-zip score, and Ivan will try to make it 27-0. Then kick up, and that kick is good. Bayside a 27-zip lead.
Admirals now lead 27-0.
.6:34 left to play in the football game. Bayside with a 27-zip lead in their 4th region game of the year. 2 more to go. Excel and TR Miller in this 7-team region. As Ivan will boot it into the end zone, it'll be brought out to the 25, and that is where the Warriors will take over first down and 10. Well, we know who's going to win the game. Now, the question is, can Bayside keep the Warriors out of the end zone? And in this now 13-game series, register the first shutout between these two. And their 3rd of the year. and their 20th as a football program. That's what will be decided in the final 6 minutes and 34 seconds of this one. First down and 10, line of scrimmage the 20. Tootle in motion. And Tootle to pass, strong rush, and he just has to get rid of it. Incomplete pass, Monroe Parton all over it. And it'll bring up a second down and 10.
Thrown away and incomplete. Second and 10 for the Warriors.
So it is second down and 10. Football lies on the 20. Clock stops with the incompletion at 6:25. Pass over the middle, caught by Travis Smith. Almost looked like Smith wasn't expecting the pass. But it comes to him, and he will go to the 25, gaining 5, bringing up a third down and 5.
Palmer Engermeyer on the stop for the Admirals.
Engermeyer on the stop. Trip to XL next week. Back here to Daphne against T.R. Miller in what is now stacking up to be a huge, impactful game. Penalty flags fly, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Thomas. And again, that's generally speaking in an area where you see a hole. And it is a hole.
Holding on the Warriors.
So in this particular case, do you take it, push them back 10, give them a replay of third, or do you decline it? And it looks like we've got our answer. It has been declined, and it is fourth down and 5. And Cottage Hill sending Mason Burgoon on. He is the 5'9", 165-pound punter. Sam Cunningham back at his 46, awaiting the kick. High, wobbly kick takes a Bayside roll to the 43.
Mason Burgoon's punt is down at the 44-yard
And I think the
line
officials
for the Admirals.
allowing a few more seconds to tick off, trying to squeeze as much as they can out of these opportunities to run the clock in a 27-zip ball game. 5:31 to play. Bayside at the 44. And a first down and 10. And you got a new quarterback, Colton Lopasser.
Will Smith on the carry down to the 46, picks up 3.
So just about everybody, and maybe everybody that's wearing a blue jersey tonight, getting an opportunity to get some playing time. Down to the 43-yard line. And now Coach Trotter going into that clock management scenario, letting that play clock get inside single digits before the snap of the football. Second down and 8, football at the 42. And off faked Smith, and it is incomplete. Intended for Nate Putnam.
Ball's incomplete. 3rd and 8 for the Admirals.
That would be freshman to freshman. Lopasser, the freshman quarterback. Putnam, the freshman receiver. And it will bring up a third down and 8. Lopasser drops back, looks, fires. It is complete to Smith. Smith brought down after a gain of 1. And a nice Shadarius Tootle stop will turn it into a fourth down.
Stop made by Shadarius Tootle for the Warriors.
And at least at the moment, it appears as though Bayside will go for it on a 4th down and 6. Football at 41. To pick up the first, you got to get it inside the 34. Admirals trying to run as much time off the clock as possible. Would love to pick up a first here and basically run out the clock. Smith on the carry, and he won't have enough for the first. Gets 4, needed 7. It is a 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Will not be enough for a first down.
So the Warriors trying to get rid of that goose egg. They will have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to try to erase the 0 and put points on the board. As I mentioned, there's never been a shutout in this series. Bayside trying to change that tonight and get their 3rd shutout in 7 games. 1st and 10 at the 38. Pass is caught by Thomas. And he'll be taken out of bounds at the 41, a gain of 4.
Toodle's pass complete to Trevor Thomas. Nathan Ivan on the stop.
Thomas not able to get out of bounds. Clock will continue to roll.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 40 where it is 2nd down and 7. Tootle will keep it. And Tootle inside Bayside territory, dropped at the 48.
Shamar Tootle keeps it. Takes it to the 47-yard line.
And that was Keelan Stacy on the stop.
That's enough for a first down for the Warriors.
So a first down to the 47-yard line. As we get inside 3 minutes to go in the football game. Handoff given to Tootle. Tootle up the middle. Spins, turns, brought down at the 44-yard line. And there's somebody on the bottom of that pile, not sure who it was, wearing a blue jersey, that was hanging on for dear life. Wasn't going to let go of Tootle. And teammates come in to finish off the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Football on the 43. Onto the turf. Tootle drops it, picks it back up, shoved out of bounds near the 41. He'll get 3 out of the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Pushed out of bounds by Nathan Ivan for the Admirals. 3rd and 5 for the Warriors from the 42-yard line.
Nathan Ivan on the stop. And Tootle able to get out of bounds, stop the clock with 2:04 to play in the football game. 3rd down and 5, definitely 4-down territory. Deepest penetration of the night has been the 36. Tootle trying to get it to the outside. Running into a lot of blue jerseys. Penalty flags will fly, and Tootle will be dropped for a 4-yard loss.
Shamar Tootle on the carry for the Warriors.
Well, let's see what the infraction is about.
Host of Admirals led by River Hanneman.
Conversation between officials. And now going over to the Warriors sidelines, which would indicate an infraction against Bayside.
Here's a flag being played.
But it's not. It is against the Warriors. Personal foul.
Against the Warriors, that will be a 15-yard penalty.
And it'll be a 15-yard mark off.
And we'll take it back to the 39-yard line.
So the football back inside the 40 to the 39, where it is 4th down and
The Warriors.
a ton. With 1:45 left to play in the football game. Tootle firing into coverage. It is incomplete. Penalty flags, though, come in.
Shamar Tootle's pass intended for Shadarius Tootle.
And now another, well, not another, but another toss of the one that had already been tossed.
Flag is on the play.
So let's see what this infraction is about. Well, if it's against Cottage Hill, it's going to be declined. If it is against Bayside, obviously it is going to be accepted. And you got a pass interference call.
15-yard penalty takes it to the 46.
So a 15-yard mark off. And a replay of fourth, this time a 4th and 8. 95 seconds left to play in the football game. Tootle on a 4th and 8. Rolling to the right side, lobbing downfield, got a receiver open, and is caught at the 11, down to the 6.
Shamar Tootle's pass complete to Ethan Womble.
So Ethan Womble on the receiving end of the toss.
Correction. Complete to Caden Wynn.
I checked that. That is Caden Wynn. Down to the 7.
First and goal for the Warriors.
First down and goal. First trip into the red zone for the Warriors. It comes with 90 seconds to play in the game, and there is the end of a possible shutout.
Shamar Tootle on the keeper over the right
Into the end zone on the Tootle run of 8 yards. And Cottage Hill will get on the board. And it happens at the 123 mark. And Burgoon trying to tack on the extra point. So this now 13-game series still hasn't had a shutout. And Burgoon trying to tack on the extra point. Make it a 27-7 contest. It'll be out of the hold of Travis Smith. And that kick up and good.
Burgoon's extra point is up and
And it's a 27-7 game with a minute 23 to go.
But a lot of great fellowship and support of Bayside. We appreciate
1 minute 23 seconds left to play in the football game. Burgoon kicks it. A couple of snaps of the football, and the ball game should be over. A 27-7 final if it stays as is. Burgoon's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. A bit of a pooch kick. Kane goes back and fields, drops it, picks it up, and then stumbles across the 42. And that is where Bayside will take over for the final 1:15 of the game. 6:19 to play in the first. Saw our first score, Nathan Ivan on a 33-yard field goal. Bayside led it by 3. A couple of second quarter touchdowns and a field goal. Billy Neal with a 2-yard touchdown run. Mo Miller found Burke Brown on a 24-yard pass play.
Like to thank once again our game day sponsor.
Ivan good on both extra point kicks and was 17 zip, and then just before halftime, as time was expiring, Ivan a 40-yard field goal. Bayside led at 20 zip. That lead pushed out to 27-0 in the fourth on a Billy Neal 2-yard touchdown run. And then just moments ago, Tootle from 8 yards out. And the extra point kick good. It is a 27-7 score. As you got a false start on Bayside, and they will be marched back 5. Don't forget about all the stuff coming up. Volleyball tomorrow, baseball 2. And in 1 week from today, we're heading to Excel. Panthers and Admirals.
Well, Smith on the
Gain of 4 on the Smith carry. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Stop made by Joshua Williams for the Warriors.
I'm thinking this is the last play of the football game. 50 seconds left on the game clock. And that play clock likely goes down to single digits before the snap of the football. Second down and 11. Handoff given to Smith. Smith will make his way across the 45 to the 47.
Well, Smith carries it again.
And that should do it.
For the Warriors.
Here come the Admirals to the sidelines. They'll be doing the high and low 5 thing briefly. And we will wrap up a Friday night here. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. Thanks to Amy Zanity, who's been running camera up on top of the press box where it's probably a little chillier than it is here inside the box. Admirals have guaranteed themselves a winning season. Go to 6-1 on the year, win their 6th straight. They win in region play, and that makes us looking pretty darn good. And being in the postseason, win next week would make things look really good at being at home the first week of postseason, and we'll be there for that one. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And if you want to watch this game later, subscribe to our premium channel. I'm Robert Williamson for camera op Amy Zanity. Saying so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
On the 25th of October,